So what I was saying is they arrested me here when I was invited to go to the high school here. So I wouldn't have gone there if I wasn't invited. But like 14 of the kids that go here ran up to me and they know who I am. They know my channel. And they were like, oh, we feel like nobody cares about us because nobody's coming to our school. Mm-hmm. And I said, oh, well, I'll go to your school. Yeah. I have no problem with that. I love all kids and all schools are the same to me, so I have no problem going there. So I'll go there tomorrow because I was here on a Sunday. So I waited overnight just for them. And I went there to say hi to them. Hi, I'm at your school. I told you I'd visit you. And the vice principal came running out and told me to leave. She knew who I was. And she was like, you can't be here. And I was like, well, I was invited here. Why not? But if you're asking me to leave, I'll leave. So I left. But that was my first time there. I'd never been there before. When she asked me to leave, I left. And I was already out of the school on the sidewalk, walking to my van. And all of a sudden, this guy comes running after me in shorts and stuff. And I thought he was a security guard. And he was calling my name, my real name. And I was like, what are you doing? Why are you chasing me? What do you want? And he's like, get back here. And I said, no, I'm going to my van. The lady asked me to leave and I left. Next thing I know, the cops pull up in front of me because he had called them. And now they're accusing me of fleeing and eluding and trespassing and whatever, like 7 charges. And I'm like, okay, so do you guys really want me to spend, I've been to court 14 times in San Luis Obispo over this. 14 times. By the time my jury trial starts, I'll have been at court 18 times. And I'm disabled. And I don't live here. I live down in LA. And I travel all over the country. But I'm stuck here. Actually, I should be going out of the country. But I can't leave to go to Israel because I'm stuck going to court here. It's ridiculous. So I thought, okay, I'm going to go to the police station in Arroyo Grande and talk to the chief of police that I've already met before, or somebody, and ask them, do you guys, first of all, know what's going on here? That they're persecuting me for something? I mean, I've never been...
No, I don't know who you are.
I have a YouTube channel, and I'm a First Amendment auditor.
What's your name?
Katie Kidman. Yeah. Well, that's the name under my channel.
Okay.
But my real name's different. But I don't want to say it on here.
Okay, that's fine.
Unless you need to know it, because I could pause this and give it to you. But I'd like to know if...
When were you arrested?
Like 2 years ago.
2 years?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
And they're doing this, and I'm devastated.
It's not...
I can't sleep. I'm just...
It's not completed in court yet?
No. They offered me a plea deal of 90 days in jail and a year bench probation. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, for what? They asked me to leave and I left for trespassing. That's not trespassing. The law of trespassing is you go someplace, they ask you to leave, you refuse to leave, and then they can arrest you if you refuse. I did not refuse. Second, if they trespass you that day, then you don't go back, which I would never anyway. I don't have any reason to. So I wasn't trespassed. I guess I was I don't even know if I am now, but they said they had a letter, that they gave me a letter from one of the supervisors there.
Okay.
And, morning. And they had the letter in court. And the lawyer gave it to me. Anyway, I've never seen the letter ever my whole life. It's not even. I said, well, can somebody prove to me that they gave me that letter? Because I've never seen that letter. If somebody gave me that letter and I read it, I would have never gone there. Or are they setting me up because the kids invited me there? Is this like a joke to them? Because I'm ready to have a heart attack. Look at my hair turn this color. It fell out. My hair. It used to be down to here, like brown hair. It's so stressful.
Yeah.
And so I don't know what to do because,
Just set them here, and I'll give you this. Excuse me.
sure, no problem.
Thank you. Have a good day.
That's okay.
Go ahead. Tell me,
And
so
so,
do you want to speak with the watch commander about this, or do you want me to get the secretary and she can put you on his calendar, the chief's calendar?
okay, maybe,
What would you like?
I guess the chief secretary might be better so that I could give her my name so she knows that it was me that came here to ask you. And because I was already in jail for 3 days. And then all the stuff that happened to me in there,
Okay.
it's like crazy.
Right.
And now the judge is like, oh yeah. Well, I said,
Thank you.
90 days? Are you kidding me? That's like a death sentence to me.
Right. No.
That's too much. I'm too old. I take,
Yes.
my naps. I have to have certain things to lay down because my back and whatnot. And I'm like, that's not even for a 64-year-old grandma. That's not. And for this whole thing that you guys are lying about. So I thought if I tell you guys, maybe they can, because this is Arroyo Grande,
Right.
but San Luis Obispo is different.
Yeah.
And they've taken me over there where,
So I'll get the secretary, but just to let you know, once it's in the DA's hands, we have nothing to do with it anymore.
yeah,
But I will go get the secretary so she can get you an appointment
or I could leave my name.
Sure.
Because I'm sure that the officer that arrested me here is going to be in court to
If
testify.
he's still here, we've had a lot of turnovers.
Oh, really?
Wherever, yes.
Because he was at the high school that day.
Yeah, we have probably.
I think he's stationed over there.
Yes, that's our SRO.
So he might not be there anymore?
That particular one, no. But if he's local, if he went local, we can always, the courts can reach out to him.
Oh, okay.
Wherever he's at,
Because if he doesn't show up, then they have to dismiss the case.
I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay,
that's the way it works.
yeah.
So hopefully he's been transferred.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
I'm scared to death.
I know, me too.
You are? Keeping your
I
what?
don't know where to go with this.
Keeping your
I
what?
got it at the sheriff's
Oh.
office. They told me to go away. And the cops just came to my house and told me, call us if you need us, but my phone doesn't work.
Oh,
So
oh.
let me help this lady.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I can go outside if you
So
want
let
me
me go
to.
get the secretary.
Okay, thank you so much. What was your name, ma'am?
Sherry.
Sherry, okay. I am very nervous.
I know you have
Here,
to record everything.
Out shortly.
okay,
Okay.
yes.
I'm gonna get this, and then how can I help you?
I don't know, this seems like you're short. I think I heard.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Oh, I talked to you before,
Yeah,
right?
we talked before.
Oh, nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
You too.
So what can I do for you?
Well, I was just telling
Do you want
her,
to step outside where it's quiet
Uh,
or talking, or what would be?
it doesn't matter,
Or we can
whatever you
sit back
want,
over here in the private room.
whatever you feel like is best.
Whatever is more comfortable for
I'm
you.
fine. I mean, yeah. I just came in here because I'm really nervous because I have to go to court next week. That's why I'm filming it and everything. And
You want me to tell them to
they arrested me at the high school after I was invited there. And now they have this letter that they're saying they gave me that they never gave me, so it's a lie. And when I tell the judge, like, I've been to court 14 times over this,
Okay.
and it'll be 18 times before the trial starts next week, a jury trial, because they gave me a plea deal of 90 days in jail and a year bench probation for trespassing.
Okay.
And I'm like, I wasn't trespassing, but they won't listen to me. So the officer that arrested me at the school, the vice principal, the kids invited me there because they were like, they were jealous that I went to Lompoc High School and I didn't come here to their high school. So they ran up to my van on a Sunday when I was over here visiting. And they were like asking me for my autograph and can you come over here, Katie Kidman and all that. And I'm like, oh yeah, I can go there. I have no problem going there. I'm a mom and grandma. I know how it feels to be ignored as a kid, you know. So yeah, I'll go there tomorrow. So I spent the night here just to go there for them and gave them all my autographs. Their parents were with them and everything too. And I didn't videotape it because they're kids and I didn't want to do that, you know. But when I go to the school, to the office or whatever, it's a First Amendment audit. It's public, and anybody's allowed to go in there, you know, including me. So
Right. Do you want the card?
the principal asked me to leave. She's like, she knew who I was. Right when I walked up there, I didn't go in a building or do anything. She asked me to leave and I left.
Okay.
When I got all the way to the public sidewalk outside the school, this guy starts running after me in these shorts and stuff, and I thought he was a security guard. So I'm like, he's like calling my name, my real name. And I said, well, I'm already gone. She asked me to leave and I left. That's it. I mean, trespassing is returning to a place where you've been asked to leave or not leaving when you're asked to leave. And I haven't done either one of those things. So there's no trespassing. So anyway, I just kept going. He chased after me all the way down the street, and then 2 squad cars came up in front of me and said stop, and I stopped.
Okay.
And they were like, you're under arrest
I don't know if
for fleeing and eluding, and I'm like, I wasn't under arrest for one thing. I wasn't trespassing. I don't know what's going on
It
here.
hasn't been
Okay.
working.
So
I
anyway,
talked to her all the
in
way up,
Arroyo
just
Grande,
like
that's one thing. I come
The
here,
bill is paid.
you know, I live in LA, so
Okay, no
I'm
fine.
here because I have to go to court, but I was
Okay.
stopping here.
825
But
1967.
San Luis
I just had
Obispo,
it switched over to that
I don't
number.
really want to say it on here,
Maybe
but
2 weeks ago, and it's still not working.
it's not a good thing.
See, I have the ringer all
I
the
mean,
way up.
90 days in
Get it
jail
right.
for a 64-year-old grandma is like a death sentence.
So where
So,
does it go to?
what brings you
know
in
what I
here
mean?
today? What can I do
To
for you
say,
today?
like, is that okay with you?
Is what okay with me?
Like, does it sound like the punishment fits the crime?
Well, I don't have
Just
any
as
say
my-
over what the punishment is. That's up to the courts and whatever determination you come to between your
Oh, answer
attorney,
it. Swipe up.
the district attorney's office,
You hear me?
whatever that
I can't
agreement
hear you.
is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's I don't.
Thank you. Okay.
It would be
I
it'd be
don't
improper
have
for
to
me to
find
make
out
any kind of a
whether
comment
I
on
need
whether or
to,
not I
you know
felt
what I
that was fair or improper. I don't. I don't determine judgments. I don't determine punishments or whether or not they
Well,
fit
she said-
crimes. That's up to the district attorney's office and your
Yeah.
attorney to come to those agreements with your consent as to how that works.
Well, they took me from Arroyo Grande to San Luis Obispo,
Okay.
which
I
is
understand the arrest was
I
made.
can do that.
And
in
then-
Arroyo Grande. Yeah,
And then
2 years
obviously,
ago.
I had to set a password.
once the arrest made, then the report is filed for a complaint with the district attorney's
Sure,
office,
we
and they
can
make the
almost
determination
remember
whether or not to
you
file
learned that
charges.
video before we
And then
graduated,
if they determine
Yeah,
that
that's
there
fine. Your cash
is
app was
grounds for
something
charges
like
to be
that.
filed,
It was
then
declined.
that's where the court
Your
proceedings
cash
take
card is
over,
locked.
and then there's the
I did
determination
something right,
on
so I'm gonna close that out.
whether
I don't need
you
that, right?
plead guilt, no contest, you plead not guilty, you go to a
Your
preliminary
CV is
trial,
like
you
43,
request a
right?
jury
Something
trial.
really frustrating.
That all takes. That's all on
Right,
the
right. I
issue of
understand.
the court. So
I understand
I'm
that.
not sure what it is that you're looking for today
Well,
from
my-
the police department.
What I'm looking for is the fact that the officer knew who I was, that I'm a reporter. He's going to lose his qualified immunity. I don't even know if he's there anymore, but this is about qualified immunity
Okay.
because I'm going to sue him personally and attach
Okay.
myself to his pension
Too much, I never called it.
because they
have the right to do
5150'd me out of jail
Okay, so
and
I
then
can
tried to
call
say
it
that
if I
I'm
need to, right?
psychologically
So just create
inept
contact.
Okay.
and all the things that they've done to me.
I don't have any knowledge of that.
This is what
obviously,
happens
so-
though once you release me into their custody. I just want you to know what happened to me
So just
after
go to the court.
this
How
guy
else
ran
I
down the
first get my
sidewalk and
order
had
from
me
there,
arrested
pretty much
for nothing.
Okay.
He didn't do any kind of, he didn't read me my Miranda rights. He didn't have a reason to arrest me. There was no crime. And so he's going to be held responsible. Hopefully he doesn't show up in court because she said he
Okay,
might
well, I
have been
already did it, it
transferred.
just went to the wrong
And
address,
then
I'm
they
not
can't
sure
do
where
anything
it
if he
went.
doesn't show up. But I'm just begging for mercy, basically coming over here,
At
begging
this
you
point,
guys.
since it's all been turned over to the court, I don't have any control over what happens at this point.
Yeah, I
between
understand
your attorney
that.
and the courts. I
I
mean,
understand.
I understand where you're coming from, but I don't have any control over it at this
But
point.
I understand that. But the
Okay.
reason also that I came here is because I'm very pious. I'm a very pious person. I pray every day. I believe in God and all, those things, which they don't care about. They think it's a joke, like believing in Santa Claus. I don't think so. So
I worked 7 jobs.
I've been
last
praying
week.
about this because I don't want to go to prison, to jail. I've never,
don't blame you.
I mean, it's hell.
I'm not going
And-
to, am
And
I? 'Cause I
Jesus
did
was
it.
crucified.
Stupid.
And Pilote, or whatever his name is, that washed his hands and said, I don't have anything to do with this. Go ahead and, that's the way I see police officers.
Okay.
Like you guys are the ones that turned Jesus over to Pilate. You guys turned me over to my current persecutors because they're persecuting me. And I want to hold you responsible for that in the eyes of God. So anybody that knows what's happening to me right now that allows this to happen and doesn't do anything about it is just as corrupted as the judge, the DA, and the attorney that's representing me. I had to fire my public defender because she was so corrupted I couldn't even talk to her. She was trying to have me convicted. I mean, this type of thing is unjust and needs to stop. You know, to attack me, my mental health, my physical health, my freedom, everything, my freedom of movement, you know, offering me these crazy plea deals like 90 days for what? You know, that's why I came
I don't have any knowledge of your case. You know, I mean, you're just coming in here today, asking to speak with somebody kind of blind. I don't have any knowledge of your case or, you know, what happened. I mean, this is, like you said, it was 2 years ago. So I don't really have any answers I can provide to you at this point. My, again, best option and recommendation is to continue to work with your attorney to get this resolved through the court.
Yeah, well, they're going to resolve it, but no, it's not going to be in my favor because I know that once you turn down a plea offer, the deal just gets worse. You know, a plea offer, the way they work this whole thing, from what the people I've talked to, is that it makes it easier on them if you accept it, so they can move on with more important things, which they don't even have.
I don't have any real area to comment on that.
Yeah.
It's not within my preview to comment on how the attorney's office, your attorney or the district attorney, is handling your case.
Right. No, I know, but
Okay.
that's what happens once you get turned over into their.
Is there anything I can do for you? Is there anything that
I
you
don't
need
know.
from the police department that we can do? I mean, like I said, at this point, it's kind of out of our hands, you know, after the initial arrest is made. But if there's something I can do for you,
Well, the only hope I thought I might have had is if the officer that arrested me would be able to know what they were doing.
yeah,
And then he
wouldn't-
might say to himself, well,
he wouldn't have any information.
Well,
on
that's not-
what the court is doing either, other than receiving a subpoena to appear in court.
right,
That would be the only thing. that
exactly.
you would have at this
But
point.
what I'm saying is, like, that's why I'm here,
Okay.
because he wouldn't know otherwise. Because in my opinion, they're corrupted and what
So-
they're doing is wrong.
He wouldn't know that he
He
needs to
wouldn't
come to
know.
court, or he wouldn't know.
Or no, he wouldn't know what they're doing to me. Like the jury, when a jury finds you guilty.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
They don't know what your sentence is going to be. They just say she's guilty, and then the judge sentences you. But so
Do you have some way if I can contact you? If I
yeah,
can get
yeah,
that?
there is. Yeah, sure.
How would I go about contacting?
I can write my name and number down for you if you want.
Sure.
Yeah, I got a pen right here. I saw on the counter. Yeah, definitely, because it's just, to me, like, I don't know. I don't get it. I mean, I'm shaking because, you know, it's traumatizing to me. It is.
Yeah, anytime we're dealing with going through a court trial and you know, potential ramifications that are sometimes outside of our control, I understand how that can be traumatizing.
It is. That's my phone number. And then my YouTube channel is under this name. Oops. Katie Kidman.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, the videos are on there and stuff. But, so, I mean, if they want to watch the videos, let me put this back. But,
Pretty sure I was on one of your last videos.
yeah, you
or
were.
about a couple years ago.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
All right, Katie, I appreciate it. If I
Yeah,
do have
nice
information,
meeting you.
I'll happy to give you a call.
Thank
Okay.
you so much.
I'm not saying I will be able to find anything out, but if I'm able to, I'll give you a call. Okay.
Okay,
All right.
I appreciate
You're
it.
very welcome. You have a wonderful day.
You too. God
Good luck
bless.
with your trial.
Thank you so much.
All righty.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Well, you heard it. Take my name and number down, so leave me a comment, folks, and pray for me, because this Judge Fry, is, you know, name is Judge Fry for a reason. Ta-ta.